I'm John Hinkle, Senior Pastor of First Presbyterian Church here in downtown Murfreesboro on the corner of College and Spring. This is your Saturday morning preview of Sunday morning sermon that I'm doing on Friday. And yes, I got a haircut. This popcorn is back. So I got a haircut. So I got that going for me. So our scripture for this Sunday is looking at Luke 2. Which is the story of the shepherds watching their sheep at night. We're also connecting this text with one of the great hymns of this season. And this hymn is going to be Go Tell It on the Mountain. We are going to talk about why Go Tell It on the Mountain actually has some Middle Tennessee connection, and why this hymn really has its birth, or at least its creative birth, out of Middle Tennessee. So I look forward to kind of talking to you about that. But I'm specifically looking at this notion from Luke 2 with the shepherds and the angel and the heavenly host and their response to this notion that the hymn talks about. The hymn talks about two actions, which is go and tell. And I think when we look at the angel talking to the shepherds, the first thing we recognize is that they're frightened. They're afraid. I share in my sermon that we do a really great job domesticating the story of Jesus coming into the world. And I use that term a lot, domesticating, or sometimes I use the term, we have Sunday schoolized it, meaning that we have made it kind of a safe story for children to understand in some ways, or we've kind of made it safe where the birth of Jesus coming into the world, it should not be threatening to us, but it is. And clearly it was threatening to the shepherds, right? And the very first thing the angel said is, be not afraid. Why? Because Luke says they were terrified. They were terrified. And the angel sees this. And let's point out, who would not be terrified if you had an encounter with not just an angel, and who knows what an angel looks like, but you also have an encounter with the heavenly host. Of course they were afraid. But I actually think their biggest fear comes not in the encounter with the angel and the heavenly host. Their biggest fear comes in what do they do next, right? What do they do next? Well, according to the gospel lesson, they did what the hymn said. They go and they tell. First, they go to Bethlehem. And I have a feeling they didn't take their sheep with them, right? They left them in the field. That's a lot of sheep, I guess, to, take into this little village of Bethlehem. But I got a feeling, they figured, hey, we're right outside of Bethlehem. We hope they'll be okay, but we got to go. That in itself is kind of a scary nature. We've got to leave our occupation to go and see what has been promised. Interesting enough, and it's not in my sermon, but I kind of thought about it, and then I thought, man, it would make my sermon way too long. It's the same call that Abraham received from God. Abraham, go. Go. Leave everything behind to go over here, right? That's what the shepherds were asked to do. Go and leave everything behind and go over here. But going is only the first step. The second step is, what did they do afterwards? They tell. According to Luke, the shepherds go back to their lives of shepherding, but in the meantime, they told everybody what they had seen and heard, which is our reminder that the Christmas story, that Jesus coming into this world, is not something for us to hoard or hold on to. It is something for us to share. So as we enter this fourth Sunday of Advent with the countdown of Christmas Eve almost here, I look forward to being with you this Sunday as we hear once more why it is so important for us to go and tell. Have a great day.